Hello, my friends. I am recording to you live from my classroom, and I have a little secret, which is that normally my students are not in the room when I'm making these videos, but today they actually are, and they're being really, really quiet so that I can talk to you about reference tools, because that is our language skill of the week, and I am excited to tell you all about it. Okay, so we're going to learn about 3 different reference tools this week and why they are important. We're going to learn about the dictionary. We're going to learn about the thesaurus, and we're going to learn about encyclopedias. What is a reference tool? Okay. A reference tool is something that you use to become a better reader, researcher, and writer. So a long time ago, we only had printed reference tools. So let's look at the dictionary. This is a printed dictionary, and your teacher might have one in the classroom. So this is a printed dictionary right here. We actually don't use printed dictionaries very often anymore because we use the internet. We use a website, which I will show you. We're going to navigate it together. So we actually use that to help us instead. Okay, so this is Miss Morris's old one. Okay, so you're going to see all the words are in alphabetical order. And a dictionary defines. They both start with a D. So a long time ago when Miss Morris didn't know a word and I had to look it up, I would think about what letter that word started with, and I would use my dictionary to find the definition. And it told me awesome stuff too, like how to pronounce the word and if the word was a noun or a verb. But we don't have to use printed dictionaries anymore because there's a faster way. If you have access to a Chromebook or a computer, there's a really great site that we can use instead of a printed dictionary. But a dictionary defines. Now, let's say that I was doing a writing, and once I figured out the meaning of a word, like the word nice, my teacher said, okay, you know what nice means, but you've used it 10 times in this writing. You need to figure out another word that you can use instead of nice. You need some synonyms to that word. I would have to get a whole other book out called a thesaurus. And the thesaurus would give me the word nice, but it would also give me other words like kind or courteous. It would give me a list of words that meant the same thing. So that was the purpose of the thesaurus, was to give me a list of words. Okay, so we talked about, this screen is messy. Let me go back to that one. That one's better. So we talked about how we used to use printed reference materials, the dictionary and the thesaurus. If we wanted a word that needed some synonyms, we'd have to look it up in the thesaurus. But now there's a great website that you can use instead of using these 2 books, and it's actually a lot faster. And the name of that website is Wordsmith. Okay, let's find it. Here it is, kids.wordsmith. But come look at the spelling of the word wordsmith. It's S-M-Y-T-H, kids.wordsmith. This website is amazing for kids, okay? You can look up any word, and it's going to give you some information about that word. It's going to not only give you the definition, which comes from the dictionary, but it's also going to do the job of the thesaurus and give you some extra synonyms of that word too. Okay, so let's try the word help. Now, likely we know what the word help means already, but when I type it in, here it is, help, and it is even going to read this word for me. So I can click on that, and I can, there it was. Hold on. Help. See how it read it to me? Now, I already knew how to read that word, but if I put a big one in there, like the word aardvark, I could click on that little speaker, and it's going to let me know how to say it. It's going to tell me that help can be a verb, which means it can be an action word, or it can be a noun. It's going to give me the definition. Definition number 1, to aid or assist. I helped my mother set the table, and it even gives a nice little image there. Now, it did the job of the dictionary by defining that word. It told me what it meant. Definition 1, to aid or assist. And it's going to give me synonyms now. This is normally the job of a thesaurus, and it's going to give me some synonyms. It says that instead of saying help, 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 I can say aid, assist, serve. It's even going to give me the antonym. The opposite of helping is hindering. See how it says antonyms, hinder? So it's giving me lots of information about that word. And look, the word help has lots of definitions. Definition 1, definition 2, definition 3, to rescue or to save. Help her, she's choking. Definition 4, to take for oneself. Like if you're helping yourself to some pie, you're taking it for yourself. And it gives me related words. So this great website, kids.wordsmith, actually does the job of the dictionary and the thesaurus for us. And we can come right in here, go to dictionaries, make sure you're on children's. That's very important. You don't want to be on comprehensive dictionary. That's going to be an adult dictionary, and it's going to be hard for you to understand the definition. So make sure you're in children's, and then you'll type your word in right here. You can even type in your words of the week, your vocabulary words of the week, and get lots of great information that way. So this is a great resource. Now, I want to tell you about one more resource. Encyclopedias. A long time ago, when Miss Morris wanted to learn about things that I didn't know about, like a Komodo dragon, you can just go to Google for kids, type in those words, and it's going to give you lots of information. But we actually had to get a printed book out, an encyclopedia. We would go in and we would try to look up that word under the encyclopedia that had all the K words. And that's how we would get information about a topic. But I want to show you another resource that you can use. Let's say that Miss Morris says, boys and girls, today we are going to be writing about the weather. You can come over here to this dictionary. This is a special picture dictionary, enchantedlearning.com/dictionary. And when you come to this dictionary, it is going to let you explore 2,511 words. It's going to give them in a sentence and show you a picture. So I'm going to show you how cool this is. What did Miss Morris say we had to write about? Weather. So let's say we had to write about weather. You come over here to weather and you click where it says weather. And this amazing picture dictionary is now going to give you pictures of words that you might never have even thought about before, like acid rain or a dust storm or icicles or a rainbow. And now when you're writing about weather, you know all of these great terms that you can include in your writing. Like look at the word vortex. A rapidly spinning gas or liquid is called a vortex. I bet that if Miss Morris said write about weather after you had explored this website, you would be using amazing words. Not only would you know how to spell these words, but you'd also know what they look like. So come over here to lightning. Let's say you wanted to include the word lightning, okay? It's going to give you, well, when you click on that word lightning, it actually says that it wants you to pay for a subscription to the website. But instead of doing that, you come over here and you look at this picture and it says lightning is a flash of light in the sky caused by an electrical storm. So now when I'm writing my report about weather, I know lots of great little topics that I can use. Oop, oop, oop. It's going crazy. Okay, so 2,511 words. You can also come up here and just click on M, and it's going to give you all the words that start with M, a picture of the word, and a sentence. So it's a little better than Wordsmith because this actually gives some pictures, so that makes it super cool. But it's not as good as Wordsmith because you can't just type a word in and get the word. So these are all reference tools that are going to make you a better reader and a better writer. All right, so remember the first one was the what? Dictionary. Ah, yes, that's right. It was the dictionary, and that's used to define or give definitions. The second one was the thesaurus. Yes, the thesaurus. And the purpose of the thesaurus was to give us lists of words, synonyms, antonyms, so that we don't use the same word over and over. And the other word was the encyclopedia. And remember that we don't have to look up things in the encyclopedia anymore because we can use a safe search to get information about a topic. So we can do that quickly. Okay, so now you have some understanding about reference tools, and I hope that these websites help you. Your teacher's going to link them in a good place for you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And get ready to learn about the dictionary. Now comes the worst part where I have to try to figure out how to end this. Stop.